it just goes to show that like, when we spoke, like, let's make it more about the music.
It's just genuine. Yeah, I wanted to do something with you.
Image.
Yeah, and I wanted to do something with you just because I could tell through that interaction with that kid that you were just like a genuine dude, and like that. I don't know, that was interesting to me, like, because the way you were talking to that rapper kid was like, this is how I feel looking at every one of them, like, I don't know, I was just cracking up because I'm like, bro, this is a normal adult that is talking to these SoundCloud kids. And like, I don't know, I thought this would have a little bit more substance, so I was excited about doing this shit.
Yeah, man, and I appreciate that. And what a big problem is that I see is like, it's like the priorities are out of order. It's like you don't get the look and then say, okay, now I'm gonna work on my rap. Like
that's totally backwards.
Do that. But like, there's so many, like Drake. I mean,
kids are so worried about the image because they see artists that have a crazy image and they think that works for them. But it's like, it's always more elements than that went into it. Like, even somebody like 6ix9ine or something, there's like a way bigger piece to his story than just having that tattoo. Exactly. Like, these kids relentless at pursuing success.
He was, and funny they say, I just seen a documentary on him.
It was really eye opening. I thought it was dope.
So you saw it?
Yeah, I thought it was dope to just see more like.
I had no idea.
Yeah, because a lot of times,
what a hustler he was.
Yeah, and we look at the internet. A lot of times, things seem like they pop overnight. And that's what everybody wants. Like, dude, that's another thing that our generation's guys, like, kids just want to be famous so bad. Wow. And it ain't even about what they're famous for. That part is really weird to me. Like, I don't want to be famous for being on a reality show. I don't want to be famous for playing basketball. I don't want to be famous for being funny. Like, if I'm going to be famous, I want to be famous for my music. That's the only thing I care about.
You just want to make good music, and if the fame comes,
and if it happens, it's cool.
Exactly.
But I'm not like so thirsty for fame that I'll just do anything. No. That's like that's kind of like,
you just have like a nice private life. You work and you make art too.
Yeah.
And
I'm like older too. Like, I'm 28 now. Like, I'm gonna be real. When I was 22, the fame was a lot more enticing to me. I think like over the last like 3 years specifically, I've just like come to value real life stuff, family and team and loyalty, and like making myself proud as a man. I value those things like so much more than I value like attention or money. I thought attention and money would like solve my problems when I was younger.
It doesn't.
Yeah. So
it doesn't.
I think I'm just like at a different point in myself, and I'm glad that like my career has taken this route that it has. Like, it's taken me longer to find my way than some artists, and I'm like really thankful of that because I feel really grounded as an artist.
That's awesome, and it's been fun. It's been fun for me to watch and like kind of follow and just to see where you are now, all the way to like sitting here like, and it's just you have a family, you have a beautiful dog, and it's just like that's what's really important.
Yeah.
And then obviously
when the art too, like music is so important to me. My fans, people that connected with me through my music, like all that's really important. But it's important to me because it's been really genuine. It's authentic. Yeah, exactly.
The clout is not here.
Yeah.
The clout is like if it comes, like that's whatever.
Yeah, it's more like, like I'm like relentless in my pursuit towards success. So like I know that stuff's gonna come. I'm not like one of these like if it comes, it comes. Yeah. Like I know it's gonna come because I've worked towards it, but I just also know that I don't like value that. This dude Wes Watson, he always says that people will seek from you what you validate yourself with. So if you validate yourself with money and jewelry and cars and these things, you notice that you got gold diggers around you. You got people that just want money around you. Whereas like if you validate yourself with like the principles it took and the hard work that it took to get to a place, you'll have people in your circle and around you that like have similar values.
I think as far as rappers, period. I mean, obviously I haven't spoke to a ton, but you are very grounded.
Yeah,
I mean, I can just tell by looking at you. I'm 35. I'm not. I'm 7 years older than you, but like, you're very. I mean, these days a lot of 28-year-olds are still at their parents. You hustle, man. You put your work in, and like just like you said with the 6ix9ine, like that guy was making clothes and doing all this crazy shit.
Yeah, it's like
and
there's a lot into it.
He kept going and kept going and kept going, and finally he caught his break. It's not just go on the internet, talk shit. You don't want to be known for getting bombed on by a 35-year-old bald man. You want to be known for your music, right? And that's cheap because like, you know what I'm saying?
That video is one of the funniest fucking things
Dude,
I
when
ever
I
seen
seen it on your story, I said, man,
I was like, who is this guy? This guy's awesome. This is exactly what I would have said. Like, and no knock to that kid. Like, he's cool.
Fly. Like,
I actually fuck with bro.
Fly.
Like, I like it was just humorous to hear a normal person be like, bro, where's my money? I live in a house. I have a car. I have a TV. I don't know. I don't
have a dollar in my wallet right now. I have cards.
Yeah,
I don't carry cash.
That was funny.
I put it in the bank.
Rap cultures like put us in this like alternate reality where people are just doing a lot of weird shit.
It's the social media aspect of it.
Yeah.
Where they don't show, like, I posted this picture where it basically described, like, they show you only what they want you to see.
Well, it's just like all of us, like even people that just have Facebook. Like we just post something dope that we were thinking about. So, but when you only see that as somebody, you get this skewed view. But I think it was also like artists, like it was like people like Boom Gang and different people that were awesome and great characters and shit for social media, but they just also changed like what kids like, because then kids were like, oh, I could get famous for just yelling in a Dunkin' Donuts, like this is awesome. Exactly. You know, like that's significantly less work than putting out albums for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't know. I just think kids want the easy way.
And I agree. And like, you'll get fame off something else, completely else, and then just be like, okay, I'm gonna use that clout to become a rap, but like it doesn't work. Now
they're both part of that laziness factor. Like, okay, people just want what is easy, and then I'm gonna be real. Like from the outside looking in, being a rapper seems like the easiest and funnest job, like ever. You're like, oh, okay, I can get how my boys go rap, stand in front of exotic cars, touch strippers. I'm famous. You know, like it don't seem like it's an incredible amount of work. So I think people just like try to pivot fame into rapping. Is that's weird.
And I'm sure you can't like quantify like the amount of time, effort, like creativity, brainstorming that you put in your music, you know, since you started. And
bro, 12 years of it.
Exactly, but like and following you, I mean your early stuff was all, I mean, like I said, but like you keep progressing. I think you keep getting better and you keep getting more creative with it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just to kind of segue into like this new collab that you just dropped, I want to know first and foremost like how like Yellow Wolf and you, I think you guys just are like just a good pair. Just looking at you, like you guys just vibe. You know what I mean? How did you guys meet? Like, how did that come?
You want to know the real story of how we meet? This is funny. I actually told him this. Like, we met a couple times in these later years, but I told him this story when we were working on the album. Like, this is all like manifestation from me. I first met Wolf like 8 or 9 years ago at a Yellow Wolf concert. I was passing CDs outside of a Yellow Wolf concert. This is like how I first came up. Like when I was first like buzzing on Orlando. This is what I mean, like, bro, people are so lazy. Like, what I used to do was I used to take all my money and press up as many hard copies of CDs as I could, like little cheap insert ones, and they looked really good. They didn't look like a random tape somebody was passing out. It looked like a good CD. And I would go outside of concerts of, like, artists that I felt like were kind of similar to me, and then I would, like, pass out CDs to every person that left out of the show. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like, boom, 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 boom. And I would follow their tour. Because, like, when an artist would hit Florida, they would do, like, 7 Florida markets or 4 Florida markets. So I would follow them. I would pass CDs out. Yellow Wolf was an artist. I was doing this at the time. And I had, like, these, like, managers at the time. These, like, this dude that was in the promo. He was the one that came up with the CD idea. And this other dude that had a studio. And, like, at the time, my manager, he, like, did this thing where, like, he would get autographs from celebrities and go like resell them on eBay. It was like his hustle at the time. And but he like came up to Wolf with me and was like trying to get an autograph on this microphone or some shit. And Wolf was like, no, and like hopped on the bus, right? Totally awkward, like uncomfortable interaction. And this is an artist like I actually really like Wolf.